This video is brought to you by Ridge Wallet. Guys, it is 2020 and it's time to organize your life. Start with getting rid of that small suitcase you keep in your back pocket. Guys, the Ridge Wallet is different. It's sleek, industrial, and it fits in your front pocket. It's going to change your pocket game. Ridge Wallets hold to 12 cards, plus all the cash that you need. Choose from over 30 colors and styles, including carbon fiber and burnt titanium. It is the best wallet you can buy. And you don't have to just take my word for it because there's over 30,000 five-star reviews. I was skeptical at first, but once you try it, will never go back to your old wallet. And there's no pressure. Test it out for 45 days. If you don't love it, send it back, get a full refund. If you decide to keep it, there is a lifetime warranty. Click the link in the description to get 10% off today with free worldwide shipping and returns. Or go to ridge.com/Chael. That's ridge.com/Chael and use the promo code Chael. Dana White got asked why Chandler and Ferguson isn't happening. And full respect to whoever asked that question, and I apologize, I could not see you because the press conferences are done differently. I would fully credit you with that and give you a shout out by name. I'm going to have to vaguely credit you for the question because it is an interesting one. I mean, right? We had a total reversal here. Chandler wanted to fight Tony. We were told that Tony wasn't interested in the fight. Now, Tony is publicly calling out Chandler. So I don't know where that reversal came, but good for the reporter for asking the question. Now, Dana had a very interesting answer. He said Chandler made weight. And he's talking about the Khabib-Gaethje fight, where Chandler was the reserve fighter, the backup. He said that Chandler made weight. Now, at this same press conference, it came out that they would like Figueiredo to have a very fast turnaround and fight as soon as December. So Figueiredo, who also made weight, but then went and actually took some punches and shots, is going to recover and turn around quicker than the argument being made for why Chandler cannot. This was very compelling, and I liked it. I liked everything about it. I love that Figueiredo looked so good and came out so unscathed, and he's going to do a quick turnaround. I love the whole gimmick and aura that created around Khamzat Chimaev. And if there's anything that we know about 125 pounds, it's that they could use a star. If there's anything that we know about building a star, is that it takes time. Why? Is it an actual week, month, year issue? No. It's how infrequently we're allowed to compete. You used to be able to build a star in a day back in the original era of the UFC when it was tournament format. When Royce Gracie would go out and fight 3 men in one night. Well, now you've just seen an entire year's work based on today's standard of getting 3 fights in a year. You could get all of that done, all of that rub, all of that attraction, and all of that attention in one night when you had a tournament. So one reason that Chimaev has sprung onto everybody's radar isn't just because of the media or because he's calling himself Khabib 2.0 or because it turned out he was one guy that was as good as he claimed to be. It's also because we get to see a lot of Chimaev in a very short period of time. So in the idea that Figueiredo is going to be turned around in a month, not to mention against a very good opponent who he has a personal beef with. I mean, an interesting match. When you're trying to build a division, that can be very helpful. So I liked that. I also like Dana's statement on Chandler because I don't feel that enough credit has ever been given to two things fully. I like the interim champion. I like that it provides opportunity. I like that it moves the division forward. I like that ultimately you get the interim champion with a belt and the undisputed champion. I just personally like it, but I found myself a little bit alone. A little bit in the minority. I think we need to give more credit to the interim championship. Also, I don't care what words you put or phrase or several words you put in front of champion. I don't care if you're saying it's a state champion, a junior college champion, a world champion, Olympic. I don't give a goddamn if it ends in champion. There's something special there. Period. Hard stop. I also don't think we've given enough credit and respect to the guy that goes into the backup position. I thought Dana White coming out and saying Chandler just made weight, he gets to restart everything, including a break. He gets X amount of days to rest and spend doing whatever he wants to, and then goes back into camp. You have to do things that way. Clayton Hires is very big on this. He will tell athletes, after a fight, you need to go get fat. And he'll be serious. I don't want you doing anything. I want you staying up. I want you eating food. I want you enjoying this time. Because when we come back into camp, you're going to sacrifice. But when you get fat in between fights, the word that Clayton would use, but when you get fat in between fights, when you come back into camp, we can also start to monitor the progressions and the ascension of the camp. We can do that through the scale. If you go get fat, you're not going to be able to do the hour workout. You're going to work out for about 40 minutes and be tired. And so we can start to see that build to 45 to 50 to 55 to an hour to a 90-minute workout. Your runs and your times and everything starts to increase. So enjoy your rest. I thought it was very respectful that Dana looked at Chandler and everything that he went through, switches organizations, does the whole media tour, has to go to a different continent, get his licensing done, get his paperwork done, do his training, be ready just in case to take on two polar opposite styles. Gaethje's going to stand with him, Khabib's going to take him down. He went and did everything, and so what if he didn't walk out there and take a punch? He still went through camp. He gets a lull, then he has to come back. I thought it was a very respectful statement by Dana. I don't know that you have to start tearing the two apart of, well, how does Chandler need X amount of weeks, but Figueiredo doesn't? I think you're getting a little lost in the weeds. Sometimes you pay a little too close of attention. Sit back and just enjoy the class. Because Figueiredo wants to get in there and he wants to stay busy, and the division needs him to do that, not to mention the top contender who has also been identified is going to do the same kind of turnaround and gets a great opportunity as the year ends. Chandler did a lot of very heavy lifting and is now being showed a respect of being able to get ready. I don't know where that's going to go. If Chandler doesn't fight Tony, is that to say he's not going to fight Tony next? Which now we're just talking about pushing a date out. We're just talking about coming to terms with a date. Or does that mean Tony goes and fights someone else? And I must tell you guys, I do this thing live. I do this live, and I'm telling you that I do this live, and I don't edit it because my producer, Ryan, is now holding a sign up in the corner that tells me that Tony was booked with Cowboy Oliveira. So hold that thought, Chael. Next.
Uncle Chael, there's no bad guy like Uncle Chael. Never lost, not even around. Undefeated, undisputed, oh yeah. Here comes the bad guy.